always manage to show up on the final day, and this is it in the EMEA Championship in Nasser. They're going to be compounded. 12-18 are putting them under pressure. Sekanafor is low in health. TP Cooks is knocked down. Sekanafor, as far as I know, is the only one that's left standing.
Yeah, so little amount of compounds. Currently 3 in this circle, and actually 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to go for the breaches as everything connects, and that's it. That's the esports clear it out, but Canina Power, they're going for third party. Are they going to get to double digits at phase 5? That might be just about to happen for the CIS team of Canina Power, though 2 players knocked away. That's the esports. They need to find this opportunity. These are a golden chance to take down Canina Power as they were trying to take you out of your own compound. The nades are going wide, the utility does not connect, and NASA are going to send Nassan to go for the rest onto Batika, giving Canina Power enough time to get back up as a 3-man crew.
He hasn't gotten the revive in time. The molly goes through. It goes into the shack. It gets a knock, and it leaves Miracle left on his own. Can he create a miracle? He comes around his side. He grabs 1 knock, moving 2 players up. He's looking for down on the side of the building. Playing the steps wonderfully, Max, as he gets the pre-fire shots off. But it's a third party from footballists that get the squad wipe onto the Nasser boys.
Okay, I'm sold. This game is a banger, Imperium. I'm loving every single second of it. And we even got more action to come on through. As Footballist, you said it, they're taking a fight. Great Nick from down below from SK Top. He's going to be the one to initiate. We do not have the team. The Molly connects on Bitte. Everything comes on through so well for Sudor, but unfortunately it goes wrong as one of their players gets knocked out. Rom on his knees will not be able to give any information because of that smoke, so Football is still completely blind as to how this push might unfold.
That's a grenade.
That's a banger, that's a win, and that is Football is out of the game as Sudor Esport once again going hella aggressive on that push.
Oh my god, and that's the compound that's inside the circle. But Canina Power aren't over yet as Panda looking on in between the shack and the wall. They're going up against Guns, but Guns, they have the better of them for the time being. He is still up. He's the last one standing in around the side of the wall. Freak is pre-firing through the smoke with the Thompson in his hands, and that is beautifully played by the Guns player. Still is not to be taken out for the time being.
I like this coming out from Guns. They know that they...
Oh my god!
Wow! How did that take so long to kill him? I have no idea. But it's really cool from Guns because they knew that only had knocks, so they knew there was still a player, there was a smoke, there was still active, so that they were just taking a very slow and respectful approach. I like that from Guns, and now they got full control and ownership of the north. There's a 9 circle. They need to keep on pushing forward, and the road is in play too. A lot of teams currently down south, and only a few will come out on top. Imperium. This is going to be one game for the books, as 5 teams currently are still into this one. Pseudo Esports, Guns, Conqueror, EU, Canina Power, and Destiny.
Zahra, what can you say? Last player up for Destiny. Solo play. It's what he does best. Now the good thing for Canina Power, Max, is that Conqueror are pushing a little bit closer to Sudor, so that distraction might be made to allow Canina Power to push in. You can see Nomi, he's crawling his way closer to the wall, but I don't know if they know that Conqueror are there.
I think Nomi has a giddy suit too. I think I spotted it for a second, so that is going to make it a little bit easier for you to not get spotted out by Sudor or Conqueror. And if they can go for the third party, that 2-man team up might just be what they are dreaming for. Migi and Mazzaro, a little bit down below, very prone to taking utility damage, especially grenades, and Guns know that they currently have the priority. That Nate connects onto me, puts him extremely low. He's in jeopardy right now, and that extra bullet will put him straight in the knock state and might be sent straight to the afterlife if Mazzaro also goes down himself. Ralph is going to be the one pushing there with a McLaren, and that's going to be all said and done as Destiny get eliminated in 5th position. 6 kills to Gun Imperium. Can they make the back-to-back dream become reality?
Man, you say that's jeopardy. I say how to win this game for 500. Bob, Guns are doing a wonderful job of controlling the north, but Canina Power under pressure. Conquered their rivals back in last year's EMEA finals for that golden PMGC spot are keeping Canina Power at bay.
Coming in hot, Conqueror, Vito already made it over to the walls. They could be prone to taking nade damage from Sudor, but Sudor, they want to let this fight end so they can maybe capitalize on the opportunity of the fight as it goes and fizzles out. There's the smoke. I don't know who chucked those smokes, but it does take a lot of information away. Nate connects on the Nomi. He's going to be confirmed out the game. Only 1 player remains for Canina Power. As now he needs to take care of himself, but that's not going to be going any further for them, unfortunately. Imperium is still a bang of a game for them. 17 points. Canina Power were in 5th, and with those, they are over Guns, and they are over 12-18, but Guns still in this game. It's not going to be an easy spot to hold on to.
Hell of a game in Paris. 78 points in 4 games. You cannot argue with that one. The final 3 teams of this game are left alive, and Guns, they really have the control, right? Because Conquer, Sudor, they're battling it out.
I mean, that circle, man, there's not much you can really do. You got to win the fight versus Conqueror or Sudor, and then you got to cross over the road versus Guns. There's no way. This has to be a Guns winner chicken dinner, and if it isn't, I'm going to be genuinely surprised this time around, Imperium. So how's he going to go for the wrap around? SK Tom will be able to win that mini one-on-one. Conqueror, they're up against a 4-man crew of Sudor Esports, going to go for the free fire, but Reeve will be losing that one instantly. And Sudor are looking just so strong as of recent times. The blue zone is adding an extra time factor to this engage. Conqueror and Sudor Esports, you have to end this fight ASAP, otherwise Guns are going to third party and steal all the kills away. It's not going to jump on over the wall, and that's it for Conqueror, eliminated in third. 12 kills over to Sudor Esports. The hardest has yet to come, as now they need to cross up against a 3-man engage of Guns.
Yeah, but unfortunately for Guns, Sudor didn't really lose any players in the fight, but as one player is knocked down, frags start to have the body advantage.
Yeah, grenades will be big, you know exactly what kind of angles and what positions are being held down by the 3 players of Guns, but the blue zone, we said it, that's an extra time factor. It is so hard under pressure with the blue zone on your heels to make these kind of decisions, to make these push actually happen. And Ralph behind that car too, that's great, cannot explode, it's not a real car, so he's going to be able to get himself some sneaky angle. Underneath though, he's going to have his feet get shot up by the other side of Sudor. Let's get Tom going to try and jump over. This is a great smoke roll, gets the information, and with that third person perspective behind the wall, gets it done, but no, Guns will be the one to take himself the 4th game of the final day of this PMPL, and that's the back-to-back, baby. We're getting it once again, let's go.
That game was insane. So many standout moments, of course, controlling the North. Guns were blazing through. One of their compound was in play very nicely inside the circle come phase 5 onwards. But here's the thing, what I love about that is that they recognized that they couldn't rely on that compound, so they started sweeping around. They cleared out Destiny, they cleared out a couple of players, pushed back even the likes of Sudor and Conqueror across the road, right? So that element of proactivity from Guns was really a big significant factor for them claiming this chicken dinner in Erangel.
And one word to describe, well, I guess 2 words to describe this game, bloodbath. That's all that really comes to mind. This game has been aggressive from start to finish, and I really enjoyed how a lot of teams tried to play around it. Kanina Power get himself so many kills, and kills alone might be the reason why they jump an extra position or 2, but Guns, they were in 4th, they were 5 points behind 12-18. 12-18, we know they didn't have the easiest play of the game, so I think the world might have actually Guns dropping up in 3rd. We'll have to see on the desk later on to see if that is exactly where they currently stand, but it's still so close to have 2 more games, one on Miramar and one on Erangel, and it's still anybody's game. And I'm especially really happy with Sudor, because they were in 15th before this game, and there's such a small point difference between all the teams on the second page. That one game alone for Sudor might allow them to jump an extra 4, even potentially 5 or 6 positions, purely based on how many kills they got.
Exactly, and a little bit similar for Conqueror as well, because they got a good result. They should overtake Nasser. Either way, I cannot wait to see what comes the last 2 games of the day.
Yeah, I cannot wait for the 2 extra games at the end, that's for sure, Imperium. But with that said, we're going to go for a very short breather, and then we'll be back onto the desk with the boys to try and break down this second Erangel game of the day.
our fourth match of today. There's still two more to come, but before we get there, before we discuss everything we just saw, we got to give a big shout out and thanks to Xiaomi, the amazing sponsor making the EMEA Championship possible here, where you guys can grab their phones and enjoy a super fast and lag-free PUBG mobile experience. Using Xiaomi's powerful Redmi Note 5G phones, you'll be able to conquer on the battlefield, destroy all your opponents, and potentially be here with us one day as you're getting talked about, holding up further throughout championships, throughout PMCO, throughout everything else that PUBG Mobile has to offer. Because right now, PUBG Mobile has to offer a hell of a lot of hype, because this was crazy. Na'Vi went out early, Fate not getting the points they would have wanted, Guns still delivering, Kanina dominating with kills. There is so many little details here, and now, quick maths, it's not a thing I'm very good at, Frost, so I'm leaving it to you.
On what?
Everything.
No need for all the lies.
No, like, just his brain. Let's take a look at the match ranking though before we go further. I'll save your brain in having to do all of this, because Guns grabbed 25, but Sudor, when we've been saying where have they been? They've been asleep. We didn't have to get a stick for them, but they did go in to grab 24 this time.
That's gonna push them up and repel them up on the total leaderboard, but I'm more want to talk about Guns. Look at them. Another win, a back-to-back win. What did they have before that? They had a second place. What did they have before that? A third place. What did they end yesterday with? A second place. This is Guns showing up big time, and you gotta be afraid if you're not them.
This is definitely one of those games that's going to be putting the benchmark for the others. So now they will make that leap, most probably on the leaderboard when we're going to be seeing that. That's going to make them as the target for the other teams. So this is really them making their mark on the lobby.
Also, Kanina Power getting themselves 17 points in this game, getting himself another top 5 placement here. We saw him, of course, this game, 4th place, 9 kills. Previous one, 2nd place, 9 kills. And the previous one before that, 1st place, 12 kills. They are on the roll right now, and they're not just getting those placement points, they're getting a lot of kills as well.
They've been confident to go out and get the kills. We'll take a look at page 2 as well and see further down this, because Na'Vi right now, 1 point in a game like this, not the end of the world when you're so far ahead, but for Fate, again,